a nooses. Today on Judge Judy, a billionaire's son walks into court believing money makes him untouchable. Then Blackwood. My family owns this company. People answer to me, Judge Judy. That's called employment. It's not ownership. A hardworking single mother says she was humiliated, fired, and injured after standing up to her wealthy boss. But when garage surveillance footage is revealed, the courtroom goes silent. Judge Judy, you're about to learn the difference between power and character, Bailiff Bird. Order! All rise! Judge Judy enters courtroom. Bailiff Bird. This is the case of Morales versus Blackwood. Judge Judy. Thank you, Bird. Be seated. Announcer. 33-year-old Alicia Morales is suing 26-year-old Ethan Blackwood for medical expenses, lost wages, property damage, and emotional distress, totaling $8,500. Alicia claims Ethan, the son of billionaire real estate mogul Richard Blackwood, verbally abused her during a luxury charity gala before recklessly speeding through a parking garage and causing an accident that injured her. Ethan insists Alicia is fabricating claims to profit from his family's wealth and reputation. Judge Judy M's Morales, you're suing for $8,500. Tell me why, Alicia Morales. Your Honor, I worked for Blackwood Hospitality for almost 4 years. I supervised catering staff at luxury events. 3 months ago, I was assigned to a charity gala hosted by Ethan Blackwood. From the moment he arrived, he treated everybody horribly, Judge Judy, specifically Alika. He yelled at servers, snapped his fingers at employees, called people replaceable. Then later that night, he embarrassed me in front of over 200 guests. Judge Judy, what did he say? Alicia, I told him the kitchen needed 10 more minutes before serving dessert. He got angry and said, hesitates. He said, do you know who I am? My family owns this company. I own you. Judge Judy, he actually said that? Alicia, yes. Mom, Judge Judy, and then Alicia. I told him respectfully that nobody owns me. Then he exploded. Judge Judy, and your damages exceed $8,500? Alicia, far beyond that, Your Honor. Between losing my job, medical bills, and damage to my car, it's much higher. Judge Judy, this court has jurisdictional limits. Small claims court isn't designed to handle massive employment lawsuits. That number represents the maximum amount I can realistically pursue here today, Alicia. Yes, Mom. Judge Judy, Mr. Blackwood. Then Blackwood. This is ridiculous. She's exaggerating because she lost her job. Judge Judy, did you say, I own you? Then it was obviously sarcasm, Judge Judy. Sarcasm is supposed to be funny. Then, Your Honor, my family pays these people extremely well. Judge Judy, these people? Then? The employees. Judge Judy, you're already digging yourself a hole. Then she was insubordinate. I was overseeing an event worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Timing matters, just Judge Judy. You're 26 years old. What exactly were you overseeing besides your own ego? Audience. Laughter. Then I'm Vice President of Operation. Judge Judy, you know how many vice presidents I've met who couldn't organize a grocery list? Judge Judy Morales. Explain what happened after the argument. Alicia. I walked away because I didn't want a scene. About 20 minutes later, one of the servers told me Ethan was demanding I apologize. Judge Judy. For what? Alicia, for disrespecting him. Judge Judy. Did you? Alicia. No, I was working. Ethan, she embarrassed me in front of investors. Judge Judy. Good. Audience, laughter and applause. Judge Judy. Maybe somebody needed Alicia. Your Honor, I submitted security footage from the ballroom. Judge Judy. Bird. Let's see it. Monitor turns on. Video footage shows Ethan aggressively pointing at Alicia near catering tables. Ethan on video. You don't walk away from me! My family built this place. Alicia on video. Sir, please lower your voice. Then, no, you listen to me. I own this company. I own everybody in it. Audience. gasps loudly. Judge Judy. Stop the tape. Silence. Judge Judy. That didn't sound sarcastic to me. Van, people are taking it out of context. Judge Judy. What context makes I own everybody in it acceptable? Ethan. I was angry. Judge Judy. Anger reveals character. It doesn't excuse it. Judge Judy. Now explain the injury claim, Alicia. After the gala ended around midnight, I walked to my car in the employee parking garage. Ethan followed me outside. Then, because she stole company property, Alicia. That's not true? Judge Judy. One at a time, Alicia. He accused me of taking event receipts. I told him accounting already had them. He kept yelling. Then he jumped into his car and sped through the garage. There was a service cart parked near my vehicle with catering trays stacked on it. He clipped the side of the cart while turning too fast. Judge Judy. And what happened? Alicia. The cart slammed directly into my driver's side door. I tried to stop it and fell backward onto the concrete. Judge Judy. That's when you injured your wrist? Alicia. Yes, Mom. Judge Judy reviews papers. Judge Judy, sprained wrist. Emergency clinic visit. X-rays, wrist brace for 3 weeks. Then that's not my fault. Judge Judy, were you driving recklessly? No, Alicia. There's garage footage. The camera angle is misleading. Judge Judy, interesting. Usually innocent people don't prepare excuses before the evidence is shown. Video begins. Ethan enters a black luxury sports car. Tires screech. Vehicle turns aggressively. Front bumper clips the service cart. Cart violently crashes into Alicia's parked sedan. Alicia falls backward trying to stop it. Audience gasps. Judge Judy. Stop! Judge Judy stares at Ethan. Judge Judy, you drive like a teenager trying to impress people at a valet stand. It's a high-performance vehicle. Judge Judy. The car isn't the problem. The operator is Bailiff Bird. Your witness, Alicia. I'd like to call Marcus Hill. Marcus approaches. Judge Judy. State your name. Marcus Hill. Marcus Hill. Event bartender. Judge Judy. What did you witness? Marcus. Mr. Blackwood was insulting staff all night. One waitress started crying in the kitchen. Judge Judy. Why Marcus? He told her she was invisible. Then, that's not what I said. Marcus, you said. People like you are lucky to breathe my air. Audience. Shocked murmurs. Judge Judy. Did you really say that? Then, people twist words when they want money. Judge Judy. No. People reveal themselves when they think money protects them, Alicia. The next morning I got fired. Judge Judy. By whom? Alicia. Human Resources. Said Ethan complained that I was hostile toward executive leadership. Judge Judy. Did you have prior complaints? Alicia. Never. I brought performance reviews. Hands documents. Judge Judy. Excellent reviews. Multiple promotions. Then. That doesn't matter. Judge Judy, it matters enormously. Alicia. I lost my health insurance 2 days later. Judge Judy. Now listen carefully, Ms. Morales. Wrongful termination claims are generally outside the scope of this court. I can address property damage, negligence, and financial losses tied directly to this incident. But if you believe you were illegally retaliated against or fired improperly, you should speak with an employment attorney immediately. Alicia. I understand, Your Honor. Judge Judy. And based on what I'm seeing so far, that would not be an unreasonable conversation to have. Audience murmurs then. I brought a witness too. Judge Judy. Who? Ethan. Trevor Lang. Trevor approaches confidently. Trevor Lang. Ethan's a good guy. Everybody's overreacting. Judge Judy. Were you at the gala? Trevor. Yes. Judge Judy. Did he say, I own you? Trevor. I mean, technically his family owns the company. Judge Judy. That wasn't my question. Trevor. People are sensitive nowadays. Judge Judy. And some people are spoiled nowadays. Audience. Laughterthan. Actually, Your Honor, I brought evidence showing Ms. Morales was already difficult to work with. Judge Judy. Show me. Ethan hands over printed email then. This is an internal complaint from HR saying she was hostile before the gala ever happened. Judge Judy. Judge Judy examines document closely. Judge Judy. Interesting. This email claims it was written 6 months ago. Ethan. Correct. Judge Judy. Then why does it reference a company's software system that your own documents show was installed only 2 months ago? Audience gasps. Then I don't know, Judge Judy. I do, because somebody created this recently. And unless your company invented time travel, this document is nonsense. Audience. Laughter and applause. Judge Judy. Trying to smear someone with fabricated paperwork is a terrible strategy in my courtroom. Judge Judy. Mr. Blackwood. How much is your car worth, Ethan? About $280. 00. Judge Judy. And you couldn't slow down in a parking garage? I didn't think. Judge Judy. Correct. That's the first truthful thing you've said all day. You don't understand what it's like? Judge Judy. Try me, then. My father expects perfection. Every event, every investor, every detail. If anything goes wrong, I hear about it for weeks. One mistake becomes a headline in our family. Courtroom queets slightly. Then am constantly compared to him. If I look weak in front of employees or investors, I'm treated like a failure. Judge Judy. Pressure is not permission to abuse people. I know that. Judge Judy. Your father's expectations may explain your behavior. They do not excuse it. Strong leaders don't intimidate employees. Weak ones do. Audience. Applause. Alicia. There's more, Your Honor. Judge Judy. Go ahead, Alicia. After I was fired, Ethan sent me texts and that's private. Judge Judy. Not anymore. Screens displayed. Text message from Ethan. You should have just apologized. Text message. Nobody's going to hire you after this. Text message. My family buries people like you. Audience. Loud reaction. Judge Judy. My family buries people like you. Then figure of speech. Judge Judy. You have a lot of ugly phrases for a man with such expensive suits. Judge Judy. Ems Morales. What happened after you lost your job? Alicia. I'm a single mom. I have a 9-year-old son. I missed rent. My wrist injury made it hard to work temporary jobs. And honestly, after what happened, I felt worthless. Courtroom quiets. Judge Judy. Look at me. You are not worthless. The only worthless thing in this courtroom is arrogance without accountability. Audience. Applause. Then, this is insane. Everybody's acting like I committed a crime because I'm successful. Judge Judy. No. They're reacting because you think success makes you superior. Then, my father built an empire from nothing. Judge Judy. Then he should be embarrassed his son learned nothing from it. Audience. Huge applause. Alicia, Your Honor, there's one final thing. Judge Judy. Please let it be good, Alicia. 2 days after I filed this lawsuit, I got a phone call from someone claiming to represent the Blackwood family. Judge Judy. Who? Alicia, a private attorney. They offered me money to drop the case if I signed a non-disclosure agreement. Ethan, that's standard legal procedure. Judge Judy. No, offering settlement money is standard. Trying to bury embarrassing behavior behind silence is something very different. Ethan, it was to avoid media attention. Judge Judy. Exactly. Consciousness of guilt. If your behavior was defensible, you wouldn't need secrecy attached to the payment. Audience. Murmurs and applause. Judge Judy. And I assure you, I will remember that during my ruling. Bailiff Bird. Sounds like damage control to me. Judge Judy. Bird, you read my mind. Judge Judy. Mr. Blackwood, stand up. Ethan stands. Judge Judy. Do you believe employees deserve respect? Then, of course. Judge Judy. Then why didn't you show any? I was stressed. Judge Judy. Everybody's stressed. The waitress carrying hot plates is stressed. The janitor cleaning your mess is stressed. The single mother working double shifts is stressed. But most adults manage not to scream, "I own you," at people. Audience, applause. Judge Judy. "I've heard enough." Ms. Morales presented credible evidence. Video footage, medical documentation, employment records, witness testimony, and text messages that paint a very ugly picture. Mr. Blackwood, you behave as though wealth erased consequences. It doesn't. You humiliated this woman, intimidated her, attempted to cover the situation with an NDA agreement, and acted recklessly in that parking garage. And let me add this. The damages described here likely exceed the amount this court can award. Small claims court has limits. That does not magically reduce the seriousness of your conduct. As for the termination issue, I am not ruling on wrongful termination today because this court lacks jurisdiction over a full employment claim. But Ms. Morales would be wise to explore that separately. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $8,500. Bailiff Byrd. That's all rise. Audience, applause erupts then. This is unbelievable, Judge Judy. No. What's unbelievable is that nobody corrected your behavior before today. Ethan. My lawyers, Judge Judy. Your lawyers can't buy class. Audience, huge applause and cheering. Plaintiff interview Alicia. I never wanted revenge. I just wanted somebody to finally tell him he can't treat people like objects. Today I felt heard, and I hope anybody watching this who works for someone powerful understands something. Your paycheck does not erase your dignity. Don't let fear convince you to stay silent when somebody crosses the line. People with money still have to answer for how they treat others. Defendant interviewthan. Judge Judy clearly had bias against wealthy people. I admitted I was under pressure, but nobody cared about that. Do I regret losing my temper? Sure, but I still think this situation got blown way out of proportion. Pauses briefly. I guess I need to be more careful about what I say. And who's recording? Byrd, interview bailiff, Byrd. Money talks. But evidence talks louder. And when surveillance footage starts rolling, even Billionaire's kids get real quiet. That young man walked in thinking he owned the room. Turns out, Judge Judy owned the courtroom. Announcer. When privilege met accountability, justice hit instantly.